keyboard. I had to do a few things, and so I'm back at it. All right, so I'm gonna probably, I guess I could leave this like this. I think. Um, Back on the keyboard, practicing. All right. There's nothing wrong with learning how to play like the pros. 'Cause, you got to practice like the pros would practice, or just like anybody out there. When it comes down to getting on the keyboard or whatever instrument you're on. And for those who I tell over and over and over, I'm not a keyboard player, but so earlier I was recording some stuff and moved some stuff over to the keyboard, and it allows me to be able to see some things that either what I recorded or a couple of friends of mine had sent over to me over a period of time. All right, so let's try to see where my hands at. Okay, cool. All right, so try to see where my hands at. Okay, cool. So I'm not a keyboard player, a keyboardist, or a keyboard player, but I'm more of an organ player. I'll repeat this a lot. But I'm doing a what if, something goes on with the organ or something like that, and then I have to end up reverting to the keyboard. Alright, let me see what key this has got me in. What mouse am I actually using? Where's this thing at? Saw the movement. There it is. Alright, so okay. So when I practice, I try to zoom in on things that are gonna be simple to do. Um, one thing one thing I was trying to work on is simplify stuff. Um, and I'll just pick something and say I want to transpose like a song. And of course, I'm gonna probably play the song in my own way. And sometimes I'll might decide, hey, ooh, that song sounded kind of cool. Let me try to learn a little bit of maybe the way that the artist might have played it or the musician played it, whatever. But we're using a power chord, E flat major 9 chord, and then we're gonna go to a. I'll do an octave here. And so that is a G7 chord, and so I will practice that, and kind of roll it in. And then I'll move to the next chord, would it be B flat, I believe. B flat major 9. All right, so we have the E flat major 9. That can be E flat major 9 for those who are learning, don't want to learn how to play the keyboard. Um, uh, there's there's just so many more than one way to actually approach one chord. All right, so don't fret. Just I mean, what I do is, ooh, okay, that was more than one way to do that chord. You know what I mean, or that chord, period. Right. So yeah. So E flat major 9, and then we went and played a G13 sus chord or G13 7 chord, actually. First chord, G7 chord, and of course it would have been voiced up here. Okay. Um, George and anybody else out there wanted to learn how to um, create MIDI and also to remove and to have your MIDI after you're created move back and forth. Um, if I wanted to learn this these chords, or just say I'm learning these chords, or I'm working on these chords, or I want to record myself, then I will go to the software on my other laptop. And but first, before I do it, I want to make sure I'm comfortable with the chord, and then the next chord. That's B flat app 2. And then I'll go to my next chord if I'm ready for it. G minor 9/11. Every chord I'm playing, there's more than one way to approach that, right? You might have 5, 6, 7 different ways, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different ways to approach the same chord from a different angle. All right. All right. So our first chord was E flat major 9. I can play the E flat major 9 here. As I said, there's more than one way to approach it. There's more than one way to approach the same chord. All right, and there's more than other ways for me to even dive into this type of stuff. It could just be the fingering, you know, spread out and play the same thing. All right, but you know, sometimes you might find the song is played in octaves, you know, octaves and octaves and octaves. Basically, in this case, it's the power chord here. And then in this case, I'm playing the chord, period. I'm sorry. E flat major 9. And then, you know, we use the word color or add or whatever, you know. And I'm playing the same chord. It's just knowing that I could do octaves, right? All right. So anyway, second chord, G7 chord. That's gonna come back later on, probably in another song. Voice somewhere down in here, along the way. All right. So B flat at 2. And once again, it can be placed in different spots. It can be also played in a different way. All right. So it's more than just one way of me doing that. I'm gonna tell you just many ways of messing around with stuff. Okay. All right. So this is a G7 sus4. More than one way to approach that too. F minor 9/11. More than one way to play that chord. More than one way to play the B7, B flat 7/13, and back to it. And this is the C9 sus4 chord. So many ways to approach that same chord in just different ways. You might have it sounding a little different, but it's more than one way to approach the chords. All right. So I choose a song that I can turn this into maybe talk music. Now earlier you guys heard me doing this recording the song from a previous MIDI, back over to the keyboard and then back out to the chordy so I can see what those chords are. And so that's a C minor 9/11. More than one way. More than one way to approach the same chord. All right. There's more than one way than approaching the same chords. Right. And so in this case, the keyboard player used this voicing, and I was about to use that because I use this in my plan too. C minor 9/11. Or without it. Basically, my thumb would have went up there. See? Ba 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 ba. And that took me to the major 9 chord that I had played earlier. Literally, earlier. The same chord. Literally the same chord I played earlier. As I said, it's more than one way to approach stuff. Okay. C minor 9/11. And then because the way the keyboard player came at it, or I do it too, it's the same thing. That's with the crunch, I call it the crunch. More than one way to approach that. Yeah, more than one way to approach that same. And doing inversions. All right, so that was the first chord. Let me see. I gotta catch that left hand. All right, so you're hearing these power chords, you know. Okay, all right, and so you know, so we're playing the D minor 9/11. Now, this chord is a D 9 sus4, and so you know, I can mess with note now because of the left hand is playing a note extra. You know, I can bring myself back to the minor 9 move. All right, so let's get this minor 9 move. So that's my minor 9. Okay. Now, it was about the question in my mind, like, am I hearing this at the top of my ear? Yeah. So, and remember, now this is F major 9 move. If my thumb can reach at least, which I was already trying to do in the first place, I know I'm gonna play the piece of the minor move here. Right? Well, just to say my finger can't reach it, but you know, just say I can probably try. There it is. Because I heard the what? The crunch. We call this the minor second. That's the minor second. And that's just basically me transposing. D minor second, E flat minor second, E minor second. So if I can find it, my fingers will reach that. All right, so that's a D minor second. All right, and then the right hand will do what it do. Because it's a C major chord, A minor chord, and you're playing combinations of chords along the way as you go. F major, right, and then your D minor move. Now anything I do extra with that G there is an extra. Just so I can say, or anything that I do extra as far as dressing the move up, it's because it sounded pretty doing it. And you probably notice my thumb, I'm figured out a way to not accidentally hit other notes, and I'm coming behind the notes to get to what I'm trying to go to, because I have a short thumb, so I can't come over it sometimes without grabbing another note, so I go behind the keys. And then I slide. So you think about the hand twists, either it's going to twist up, or it's going to be in the middle somehow, or it's going to twist out. So if it's twisting out, obviously y'all going to say, well, I'm going to say I can't reach it because I got my wrist twisted out to the going to the right technically, and versus going to the left. So that means I'm gonna have a hard time trying to get to this note without hitting that note. So that means I have to twist my wrist a slight to the left, and that finger is gonna come up. It's either gonna come up or come down. Up or down. Up or down. Up or down. In order for me to, so it's all about how that wrist is gonna do what it do. So yes, D minor 911. Now it's not that because I had to look on chordy to see that, because I know the minor chord sound. You know, you know, you start learning that minor 11 sound, and because I hear that at the top, so now I'll reach for it, and anything in the way, if it sounds cool enough, I'll play it. If it doesn't kill anything, we good to go. So D minor 911. All right, that's the first chord, second chord. All right, so I thought I heard was a G9 sus4. I told you it was. We did the G7 chord, but now we're messing with the sus now. I'm not sure if this is what I heard, but I'm pretty sure that was what I'm hearing, all right? Okay, so he's doing a combination of another chord right with it. E minor 9. He's playing a piece of this E minor 9 move. And I hear the E minor 9 because it's like, you know, C minor 9 transpose whole step over, right? You know, whole step over and give you, if that's the top of the note I'm hearing. All right, so let me see if my ears hear that top note. That's what I thought. So he was aiming for the minor move, E minor 9 move. But this turns also into a C minor, I'm sorry, E 9 sus4, which we had already played a G 9 sus4, remember? And this is kind of cool, playing these cool moves. I'm sorry, am I bringing? Right, and then so turning this into an E minor 9 11 chord. And you know, for beginner musicians out there, don't be afraid. Do not be don't let anybody sucker punch you and telling you need to stay in the box. It's okay to keep things simple, but there's nothing wrong with adding a few notes to your flavor. And it's not that you're trying to sound like me or sound like any other musician out there on the planet. It's just my taste. I don't mind having it, you know, the taste, you know. That's cool, you know. That's a cool taste. But I want some more taste. I want some more taste. All right, if your hands can reach, right? So if your hands can't reach, no big deal. Just, you know, do what you can, right? E9 sus4, right? If you can't reach it, it's okay. If you can reach it, go for it. Now, this is the E9 sus4, right? And earlier I was reaching for the minor move, right? There it is. right? I'm reaching for the fatty, right? Every chord that's being applied is all simple, your power chord, and you reaching for a D major chord. Now, if my reach is cool enough, I'll reach here. It's gonna cause me to play a minor 9 movement. Now, right now, I'm playing a G flat major 7. And now I have an E minor 9. And then anything extra that I can, that's my 11. Or I could have put my 11 here. E minor 9, 11. Or up here, a double up or a not. There's nothing wrong with learning from another musician as well. If he's or she got some heat to share, hey, roll with it. But don't let anybody keep you in the box and say, oh no, you know what, you better just stay simple. You don't try to advance yourself. Don't try to copycat off of John and Barry, Harry, Larry, and Susan. Susan, right? There's nothing wrong with being creative, right? You hear some. My friend of mine, I call him the GOAT, or my former music teacher, I call him that too. But he would teach me some stuff, and for whatever reason, I come back with something else, you know. And it could just be as simple as just him teaching me how to play the A flat major 7 chord double up, and I'm cool with that. But then I might hear another idea. Then I might hear the 9, and he's like, "Yo, I didn't even show you that. Why are you playing that I didn't show you that?" When I'm like, "Yo, man, you know, it just sounded cool to my ear," and I just played it, and it just sounded cool to my ear. And it just sounded cool to my ears, so I played it, Doc. Right. And basically all I did was just double up with my left hand and right hand. But at the end of the day, that was what I'm saying. So don't let nobody strap you in a box and tell you. The whole idea was, thank you, boss, for showing me how to play these chords, right? But I want to come with an idea too. You know, I don't want to be sounding like you because you played that move. I want to have my own flavor. I might want to. I'm gonna do something different. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I might want to do it this way. It's the same thing, sort of. It's just now I'm trying to give it my own flavor. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to give it to me. In other words, let me out the box. In other words, I hear people say this, and sometimes it just cracks me up when I hear people say this, but you know, you need to be yourself. Okay, cool. Let me be myself. Right now, I'm trying to show you I'm trying to be myself, and I hear something different. Even though you taught me this, now I hear now I hear and I want to come at it from a different angle. Yes, in the beginning, yes, beginner musician. Yes, if you do have an instructor that is saying, hey, listen, you know, play what I show you. Play what I show you, right? How did I play? Yeah, if you got an instructor saying, yeah, play what I showed you. Yeah, go ahead and play what he showed you. ahead and play what he showed you, right? After you have gotten what he showed you or she showed you, then now do you, right? I mean, now I might not want to play this major 7 or major 9, 13. I might want to play the major 6, 9. It sounds similar. Yeah, B flat 6, 9. Another thing, once again, I don't have long fingers, so I have to improvise. I play behind the key just so I can get to where I'm trying to go to. So B flat 6, 9. Or go ahead, play what your teacher showed you. Right? B flat major 9, 13. If I hear another idea, so then that becomes a B flat 13 sharp 11. Yeah. Right? So the teacher says, hey, play what he showed you, right? Da, 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 da. If that's the way he showed it to you, da, da, da. Right? Play it the way he showed it to you at first, you know. Maybe you might have a different way later on. You might want to change it up a little bit to give it you, right? 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 Well, if the teacher said do it like this, right? Right? Something. If the teacher said play it this way, let's see. You play it the way the teacher showed you. Or C major 9. So, now, if you find another way to approach it, that's cool too. You may have found a different way. Whatever you want to do. Then I might find another way instead of me doing this way. I might find another way to just do it. Now that makes me play a minor 7 flat 5, or actually minor 7 11. The difference is I moved the B flat to here. That was the difference, right? So, actually, I forgot that chord. I think y'all already heard the chord already from earlier. Here it is. Earlier you heard it. C minor 9 11, right? Now, the right way. C minor 9 11. All right, that was the chord I was skipped. And then, sus 4 chord. There it is. F minor 9 11. So, so that might have been the way you was taught to do it, right? What's that? What I said? I forgot. Nope. And then, woo! Oh my God, that's the minor move. So so you might was taught one way from your teacher, and you may hear it different. Actually, so let me see. There it is. B flat major 913. Remember, I just played it a few minutes ago. B flat major 913. There's more than one way to approach it. B flat major 913. And the other one was here. B flat major 913. More than one way to approach the moves. So, after playing this idea that my music teacher shared with me, I'll come back and I'll just sneak out the box right quick. Hey, I'm at the house. I'm coming out the box. And I might, not might, but I'm going to, because I don't want to sound like the teacher. I want to have my own identity. That's the word I was looking for. I might want to do it a little different now. Or I might want to do it the other way. And remember that? I might want to come from this angle though. And then, what from the route he showed me, I might want to go and come from that angle. Right? And come from that angle, right? Some stuff I may keep the integrity. This time I went, the earlier was from this. This time, right? I'm just thinking some ideas that I can do, right? Right? Thinking some different ways to do it. It's still the same chord with the minor move. You just added that there. Now, if I wanted it to, I go ahead and add the A at the bottom. Or right? Now, I did a minor move sort of earlier, and then now I took you to a major move, F major, and give you the little crunch down there, if you will. Now, if I don't want to hit the top note, as long as I'm inside, because I'm about to hit that note anyway. About to hit that note anyway. Woo, F minor 9 or F sus13. The preacher chord about in the key of F. See, so if a teacher's teaching some ideas for my beginner musician, you don't want to stay in the box. And I could have went. Or I could have went. Or and walk to it, you know. Or the opposite, you know, coming down with the major move. It just depends. I could have did this too. You know, now certain sounds may trigger me to do certain things differently. I got it on piano, but certain sounds make me want to play it differently. But you know what I'm saying? So there's certain sounds that trigger my mind to do it differently, you know. But you know, you see, so they make certain things might trigger the mindset to play certain things a certain way. So it just really depends, you know. What was that minor? What chord was I playing earlier? I forgot already. Yeah, so alright. It sounds like I'm playing the D9 sus4, but it was a minor move. Oh, because of the crunch, right? So it's like, you know, the crunch. Right. Training the fingers, the hands to play the moves. Right, and the other one's minor, 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 minor. So you know he's playing minor, minor, C minor 911, right? Then he's gonna take you to the D minor 911, and then he's gonna. You see that thumb? It's like, yeah, I think I can reach it. I'm actually surprised myself. I can even reach that far. All right. E minor 911. So you just transpose into minor 9 chords, minor 911 chords. Now, if he comes off the left hand, as I said before, it turns into the major 9 chord. G major 9, G major 7. And remember, I told you, if the thumb is layering on 2 notes, it makes you play the major 9 chord or minor 9 chord, right? So, you know, right? What I said, the finger, right? And then I know it's a G major 7 chord, so you see I'm already there. And then as soon as I come off here, it makes me play what? The G major 7 sus chord. Now, let me see if that's what I think he did. Yeah, so I did hear this. Like this. And then the finger stayed or the finger moved here. And then, you know, all you have to do is drop down. And then, you know. So, yeah. Right. So, hold on. I just saw it 2 seconds ago. Up. There it is. Alright. There it is right there. Because he was arpeggiating that at G major 9. Alright. And then I saw the F major. Hold on. F major. I told you. Why is that involved? Was because And remember, we was playing the second chord, which was a D minor 9/11, right? And when he lifts the hand, when he lifts the hand, that makes me play the F major 9 because he's heading up to the what? The next move. And once again, if you lift up the left hand on the note, it's gonna take me to that G major 9 chord. And that's why I'm seeing these little movements happening as he's doing these chords, whoever this guy is. I don't know. Okay, so let me see what's the last chord. Alright, so da, 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 da. Hold on. E flat. Okay, E flat diminished major 7. E flat. So you know it's a tritone. So E flat diminished. Is that what I said? Yeah, so E flat diminished major 7. So if you know E flat, that's your 7. Now I didn't see what the chord was. I know it's in front of me in my face, but I was just listening to it. Alright, so E flat diminished, so we know. So that's E flat diminished 7. Alright, so if I took any one of these notes off, whether it be any of the notes in the middle, it could just be this for now. Alright, E flat diminished. I know that's that's the 7, right? So E flat diminished. There it is. Alright, E flat diminished 7. Alright. E flat diminished major 7. Okay, now what was the top note? I heard another note. Hold on, what was the other note? Hurt. I think I heard the F. Let's see. Yes, what I thought. Hold on, one time. Alright, so I hear that. Nope. Almost close. Now this is E flat major 7 flat 5, y'all. We said diminish, right? So, alright. Okay, so I'll find it, right? Just have to hear my other note. So I'm just trying to see how the left hand would have been applied because the way he played it, whoever this guy, huh? Oh, what? Oh, I was like, how did it get that far up? Da, da, da. All right, now let me get my diminished again. Here it is. Now I gotta figure out which one of these figures I'm gonna omit. All right, so that's an A diminished 7, but we need to keep the E flat. Now I'll play with it until I find it, right? Okay, I see the tritone. Now it keeps dropping to where I feel like I'm playing the major 7 flat 5. Unless that chord is wrong. See, it's similar to. that correct? Okay. Now, I got a feeling. Okay, I see the diminished move from that angle. I see that. I see that. So, I see that. I'm very close, right? I'm just. I swear I'm. I know I hear this in my ear. All right, now let me see again. Why does it sound like the chord I'm playing, but then it's coming out as a diminished? Right, got those three. Aha, I got you now. There it is. All right, so remember the diminished move. So now I got it. All right, so the E flat, the C diminished group. So the F sharp helped me out. Now that is a minor chord. It's a B minor chord. I'll mess with it to see what my mind is gonna come up with, but you know, because I told you I hear the tritone, so it's like, and still my chord ain't coming out the way I wanted it to. So let me see, am I missing a note? All right, my chord is still ain't coming out right. Hold on. Okay, so are we using a D? All right, we might be using a D. There it is. We're using a D. So that's why I was like, So we're using a D there. Now, I had this right, or actually I went to minor move. Had I just went whole step over, and I knew that B minor is related to D major. Had I did that down here, I would have nailed that chord. Right. But I forgot that D minor is related to B minor is related to D minor, and then doing an inversion of it, and then you have the tritone. So E flat diminished major 7. That wasn't that hard, but I made that complex for sure. I understood the tritone. I knew I had the D there, and I should have pictured that right away. And then I had pictured the F sharp. But the craziest thing, I did hear this too, but I didn't put those two together. So yes, it's E flat diminished major 7, using a D major chord. That is interesting. I'm gonna have to remember that. Remember, and I did say there is more than one way to approach the same chord in a different way. What was the other move I said? Shit, I done forgot just that quick. Yeah. Hey, I forgot the chord already, y'all. And then the other one was technically, so C minor 9, D minor 9 with a crunch, and then E minor 9. And it's funny because I could have held my hand earlier on that D and it would just be right there too, because G is related to D. What? Yeah. G, and you have the D. The major chord creating a G major 7, or a G major 9 actually. because you're D and you're doing inversion with the G. That creates a major 7 chord. All right. So I should have heard that when and my finger would have stayed on the. I was already there. Okay, I probably would have had to, of course, move the hand over so I can get to that tritone and then go to the D major chord, whether I'm playing the root in the first inversion. Now, I might even write this down on my notes as far as this particular type of pattern. The chords I know, right? The chords I know, right? Chords I already know, right? And then the minor 9. This one will be a new one for me. But I think that this E. In fact, actually, it's in my book. Actually, let me stop tripping. Where's my little notation? Would I put it? Did I put it in the car? I'm almost positively sure that chord that I just played is in my book. So yeah, and I said there's more than one way to approach that same chord. All right, cool. So yeah, E flat diminished major 7, or if it hadn't gotten there, it will be in there. Where's my sitting on? I know it's around here somewhere. Gee, I'm gonna figure out where now. I'm gonna figure out where I put it. I think it's in my pants pocket in my bathroom. So that definitely was one of the chords that I was gonna put inside the book. And I wouldn't be surprised if I had already done it already. So from a beginner musician, I'm creating a book for us musicians out there to learn these chords. To when you start hearing cats doing this stuff, you're going to hear it. It's going to ask me for a passcode or not. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it don't. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it don't. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, it's not going to ask me this time. All right, so what I'll do is I'll go to the book. Come on, open up. Be nice. Why is it taking so long? Okay. I'll go to my book and then chord in here. But I think I dropped that chord in this book because I see two-handed chords. So I'm pretty positive sure that I've already dropped that chord in here. You know, yeah. And basically, we play this type of stuff. And we may even change the bass line or the tritone, actually, the tritone. That causes you to play the minor 11 flat 5. Yes, we play this a lot in a whole bunch of stuff for beginner musicians. And I'm using the D major chord, and I'm going to try another tritone. That causes me to play the diminished major 7 chord, so I remember doing this. So, I can switch over. I can switch over. I can go to another tritone, go D tritone. That just makes me play a D sus2. D major at flat 5, D flat major 7, D flat major at 5, flat 5. I'm sorry, flat 5. It just sounds different, right? And so every time I switch over to a different tritone, we got the E tritone. From that angle, that's the 11 flat 5, right? And then I'm gonna transpose and I'm gonna back to the E flat tritone, and we get the diminished major 7. Diminished major 7. And then if I take you to the D tritone, and then it take you to a whole nother thing. All right, let me transpose that. Let me transpose to another chord. Right. No, that just brought me right on back to the diminished major 7 chord, which y'all already heard me doing that. So, but I was just trying to see what I can come up with. How many times can I use a tritone on this major move? Okay. 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 So that's the D major, flat 5. What can I do with this next one? All right, D sus. D sus major 7, flat. Yeah, D major 7, no flat 5. What happened if I go to the C tritone? Terrible. I mean, then again, maybe not. I guess, it sound kind of cool up high. Now, this is probably gonna sound silly with using the B tritone, but this is a B minus 7 sharp 11. Now, I'll probably more than likely doing an inversion of it and put my B at the top, and I have an F tritone, which is probably gonna sound crazy, but we'll find out. Here it is, same chord. B, and it actually worked. Yeah, so it actually worked. Funny thing, it does work. So it actually works. It might sound funny, but now, if you apply the bass, that might change the whole game plan, because if you find the right bass line, let's go F, terrible. Let's go B flat. Let's go A flat. Let's go F sharp. Let's go C. So it's probably just terrible all the way around the board. Let's go G with it. So G sounds better with it. It's a little better. Let's go D with it. D. D sounds reasonable. D. And G. Because I can go somewhere with this, right? See what I'm saying? I can go somewhere with it. I can go somewhere with it. D. Oh, I went to E. My bad. D with it. But it's ridiculous as it might sound, but it might work for some other stuff that I might put with it. But that's just out of curiosity on when sometimes you might find the advanced musicians doing stuff, and you might find chords along the way. That's the type of stuff I will write in my book. Or you might find a spot to put it. All right, but don't let nobody put you in a box and say, hey, stay like this. I mean, this is. You don't want to be there forever. I don't. I sure don't. I mean, you don't want to be there forever. So yes, you want to get out the box and learn something different. You know, whatever, you know. Play the same thing and go to another move. Yeah. Let's see, G. To inversion. Or go to the major 7 move. You know, go back to G and play around with the G. Play the secret sauce chord. And then secret sauce chord on the 4. Or the secret sauce. Because I was playing this and then I know I can go to the secret sauce again. Or whatever portion I'm gonna do, or maybe I might want to go to that major, you know. You know. See? You know what I'm saying? And you know, and you can change up. You don't have to stay here. You want to grow a little bit, right? You know, you want to have some ideas. Same thing. You know, now you want to grow out of this. You want to grow out of that. Out of it, you know. And you want to go out. My Jason White move. You know, do some hyper or Jason White, or you know, if I can throw it. Find another way around. Find another way around, all right? So you're not, you know, find another way of doing things, yo. There that chord is. You know what I'm saying? You know, so let me see what's about to move out there. Find another way of doing it. You know, or You just find some different ways of playing stuff, you know. You know what I'm saying? Find another way to play around with stuff. You know, find another way. Remember the minus 11 flat 5? E flat add 2. These are common chords, right? You know, we have A flat add 2, E flat add 2. Right? So to play like the pros, to learn how to play like the pros, yes, you may start out simple stuff. Earlier was, and then R now go, right? All right. F sharp major 7 with the sus. F major 9 that time. E flat minor 9 11. Back to it. F sharp major 9. If I'm in C sharp, I use the C sharp word, but I might say D flat too. A flat add 2. Doesn't matter where you put it at. Well, it do matter where you put it at. B flat major 9, minor 9. B flat, B major 7. Back to that chord I played earlier. Right, F sharp or G flat major 9. Just a different way of approaching it. E flat major 9 13, as I said earlier. Because it falls on the 7 in C, right? D flat. C minor 9 because I'm on a C bass. C minor, I told you so many different ways. Without the bass line. Almost similar to what we heard with this one here. Sort of. And now, you know, I can mess with that. You see what I'm saying? I can mess with that because it brings me up to the minor 9 move. C, D flat major 9 down to the major 9, B flat minor 9 11. B flat minor 9 with 11 with the major 7. That's kind of funny. Let me take off one note. D flat major 9 sharp 5. Now, as soon as I do that, it changes it into a B flat. B flat minor 9 11 major 7. What? Is that gonna be my book? Y'all know it's gonna get there. So for a beginner musician, you don't have to always stay here. It's okay to a certain point, but it's like, okay, now we need to graduate a little bit, right? You know, it's okay to have already learned your skills and your number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's all right that you have learned your major chord, minor move, major move, minor, diminished 7, and back to it. That's okay, right? There's nothing wrong with playing a song simple, but sometimes throw a little something in there, you know, throw a little pepper in there, you know, a little season in there, right? So, you know, I can go, I love you to I let's slide. Love you, astounded. Now, first in the beginning, of course, I love you, Lord. All right, I just want to make sure I understand what chord I'm playing. D diminished 7. I love you, Lord. E flat minor 9 11. I told you so many different ways to do it. So many ways to do it. Minor 9 11. A flat at 2. So many ways to do it. A flat at 2. There's more than one way to do it. Now this time. Watch it. Remember this crazy way? I love you. F sharp major, not 7. Now I did the minor 9 move. Although I'm playing the major move. I love you, Lord. Minor 9 11. Secret sauce chord. A flat major 9. I told you about that earlier. Today. What? Today. I just transposed the major 7 flat 5, major 7 flat 5, and then I went to the major 7 flat 5. Let me see. Can I slide that minor 11 in there? Let me see. Yeah, I could. Let me see. I can slide that in there. So, my major 7 flat 5. Transpose it. Then I'm gonna hit you with the minor 7 flat 5. That's funny. So I'm hitting you with the major 7 flat 5. Transpose that. And then I'm gonna hit you with the minor 7 flat 5. Just messing with it. That's funny. Let me see. And I'll probably get started, you know. Yeah. So basically, I transposed the major 7 flat 5 all the way down, and I just skipped the minor 7 chord. Now I'm taking you to the C7 sharp 9 flat 5. Well, I could have just did major 7 flat 5 and take you straight to the 6-9 movement. And then that chord I told you earlier, minor 9 11 up here. Depends on, probably in the beginning when I do it, any of these voicings, I will always play down low. Second time around, then I'm gonna start bringing the chords up a little bit. Now I'm playing the E flat 9 13. Earlier you heard me doing it. No, what did I do? Yeah, there it is. I think that's what I play at. Alright. Here it is. E flat 9 13. I told you so many ways of doing it. Right here. And I see you can use the secret sauce chord, you can use the sus4 chord, you can use the sus2 move. Well, I'm sorry, boom, wrong one. You know, you can play around with it. All I'm just doing is the now you know I can use the sus4. Up here. And so, you know, I can mess around with it or transpose, not transpose, but just change the key in it. And so what I'm using either the F sus2 or the C sus4 move. I thought I could use the C sus2. Sounds funny. But yes, watch this. Yeah, so I can use that. But Cordy doesn't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna use this power chord and see what happens. Now Cordy understands E flat major 13. So I use the sus2. Watch about the G sus4. Cordy nobody can identify it until I take that off and use the power chord here. There it is. E flat major 13. Same thing, y'all. I'm just playing around with it to see what I come up with. Now get the flicker. Yeah, da, da, da. Major flat 5 transpose, and then do to the 6/9 chord. Going for the fatty, or go for the this voice. Right, another major flat 5 from another angle. I told y'all how this works, right? Either I can use the major move, or I can use the sus2. If I use the sus2 chord, it is the same thing as me using the secret sauce chord. Major 7 flat 5. If I use the sus2, major 7 flat 5, the secret sauce. Major 7 flat 5. If I use the sus4, same thing, major 7 flat 5. If I switch over and hit you with a sus4 from another key, or actually the same key, C sharp or D flat, the outlook will be a bit different. So I'm like, that's interesting. So yeah, it definitely makes a big difference on how you want to sound. C minor 7 11. So again, between the major move and the sus2 chord, major 7 flat 5 or minor 11 flat 5. So it depends on the voicing and inversions of it. Then I can switch over to the major move. Major, major, major. And then I switched over. Right? And then I'll switch over to the secret sauce chord. Giving me the minor 7 flat 5 with the 11 this time. B flat minor 9 11. I thought I came from another angle or major 7. There it is. That's all I thought. Because I was doing inversions. B flat major 9 11. Major 7, y'all. That's what I was looking for. That I was like, where's my special chords at? And remember, you can do inversion, whichever you want to do. Like you catch me doing all of them. So, and then I switch that up, and then now you hear the E flat 9 13. So it depends on where my mindset is at. 13 9 and 13, E flat 9 13. So yeah, you can do all kind of stuff, y'all. Give you a Jason White move. D flat major 9, still D flat major 9, but flat 5 because we flat the 9, or the 5. I'm sorry. And it's really a B flat minor 9 chord. 11 to the 2, and I either breathe. That gives me the E flat 13 sus 4. I have all kind of ideas. D flat major 9, flat 5. It just depends on how you want to look at it. See? Depends on how you want to hear that. Right? The preacher chord in A flat sus. Can I get a witness? You know, they're gone. They're good. And remember, it's right here too. And you have to know inversions, right? You have to know your inversions, right, to pull this off, right? Right. So I know my inversion. Let the minutes move, and now I got it over here. I know the inversion to move because it's in the D diminished group. That's why I started at A flat, because of where I was located. Well, I can go down to F. God said, let it be light. You know, God said, let it be light. Right? And I think I could take this even further than that and take you down to the D diminished 7, which is the correct D diminished 7 group, and get you there too. Kind of dark. So yeah, that's a little dark. Get away with the E, the F for sure. For sure. Definitely get away with the A flat. And definitely you're going to get away with it with the B for sure. B diminished 7. Now, because I'm holding A flat, y'all, it's a diminished 7 move no matter how I cut the mustard. A flat diminished 7 doesn't matter how I cut the mustard because I'm holding A flat. That makes me play the diminished 7 chord. But just so you know, D diminished, F diminished, A flat diminished, B diminished. Back to it. Alright, we want to mess with the preacher chord move. Right? So, can I get it with it? Take you to the as long as you hold an A flat now. All I'm doing, y'all, is bouncing off the major 7 double up. By the way, that's basically what I'm doing. Now, my right hand want to go up here. Is this? I'm playing 2 different chords. Remember I talked about mixed match chords? I can play 2 different major chords. And I don't know if y'all noticed that. 2 different chords, 2 major chords. And I could have just, well, I got only one hand to do that. Same thing. On that A flat. That's why it sounded like that again. Now double up. Good. Come on, give God some praise. and then I can switch the hand. Because remember, I'm playing the 2 different major chords. You hear that? That's the chords you be hearing cats playing, you know, with that what we call that, what they call it, I forgot what they call it, high praise. You know, you might have the preacher in there, you know, trying to bring the folk up, you know, or you might have a singer who, you know, might, you know, usher the people in to the spirit or whatever, and they'll hold that can I get away with this, you know, that God, can you feel the spirit or whatever, you know? But now you can't go to the D if you wanted to, but if you on that A flat, can I get it with me? Come on! And then they're talking, the spirit of God is here. Come on, can you feel the spirit of God in it here, you know? And then you switch over to it. You might fight, or like, you know, and you back to it, you know, play this stuff for so long. I'm rusty with it, but anyway. To the diminished move. You know, and you know, whatever. All right, and then you know, what is that? Tritone, and you ended it on a major chord. Sometimes we borrow the B flat because it sounds pretty with it. Voila! You know, you got the preacher going, gotta get it with it. Come on, praise the Lord, everybody. Come on. Come on. God is here in the house right now. Come on. And then you might want to do this. Take your diminished move up higher, you know. Whatever you want to do, and then you know you take the people up, and then once you get out of that move, you know, now you're ready to go. Remember that A flat add 2, you know. Right, so then you're heading for the A flat add 2. That's going to the 3. 1, 2, 3, and the A flat. Maybe you want to go back too. And then you can do this idea. Take you to the 4. That's if you're ready for that too, you know. God said, let it be live. Ba-da-da, 4. I'm sorry, 3, 3. Back to the 1. 1. 1. Back to the 1. 3. Ba 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 ba. Back ba 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 ba. Back to the 1. Now you might want to do. So now you might. So B flat 9 is, remember that scale that we talked about? All right, so you know you now I'm just using the B flat. All right, so I'm using I'm using a minor mood too, y'all. By the way, I'm using F minor mood. I'm just adding the 6 to it, you know. So you root position. What? Yeah, F minor. I was like, what? That's root, the first inversion of the F minor mood, and I'm using the 6 in the scale. And then my left hand, I think I'm using B flat. Actually, yeah. Actually, that's probably actually wrong. How do I do that? Yeah, and I'm using B flat. Now remember the word I told y'all in other videos, mix match chords. So I'm just taking that up to the 3. I'm sorry, I'm taking that up to sharp 2 actually. So that's the 2. Transpose the same chord up to sharp 2. And you can go up and play the same thing. So you basically going B flat, B to C. Now I could just use the 3-finger chord if that's the voice I want to use. And the 1, 2, 3 is just the scale. 1, 2, 3, B, C, D, B, C, D, B, C, D, D, C, B. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, that's all I'm doing. So I could go that route if I don't want to play the B major chord all together. So I can use the 3-finger. B9, B flat 9, B9, C9, you know. And back to the 1. and then do the walk up. You know, do the walk up, 2, 2.5, 3. Now I played another chord on the 3. Y'all probably noticed that too. I went to A flat add 2. So you know I went I just skipped that and I went to and hit y'all with the A flat 2. And there's so many ways to approach that too. So yeah, now that makes me play the C7, sharp 9, sharp 5. Also, if I wanted to take off that note, it takes me to the A flat add 2. Secret sauce chord, put the A flat at the top. I'm back at the A flat add 2. Or the C7 sharp 9, sharp 5. So you know, coming off of the 1, and I'm walking the pedals up to the move. To the C7 sharp 9, sharp 5. Or A flat add 2. And now I'm going to D flat 9. Same kind of scenario this was. 3 finger, 3 finger, 3 finger, 3 finger, and I just walked it up. Because the chord is a minor move. You're moving a minor move. We just might be adding the 6 to it in the scale. Right? So I'm just adding the 6 to the scale in the scale. B. Same kind of scenario. And adding the 6 to it. Adding the 6 to it. The finger's gonna automatically drop to it no matter how I cut the mustard, or I won't do it. Right? Now I hear the IDM brain, the tritone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because the tritone is in the minor, in the minor move, y'all. Tritone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's in there. That's why it works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's in the tritone. So I can go this route too. Now, what we doing? We doing the third, the B flat third, the B third, instead of me playing the 1, 2, 3 finger chords, right? Right. The C third and the D third, I can go that route, you know, because now I'm carrying my own bass line right there. That's basically what's happening. And now I'm carrying my own bass line. That's what's happening, right? Because I'm carrying my own bass line. But I understand that it's the tritone. You know, so can I get a witness, right? That God is good. And say, yeah, God. Now, that's another chord, too. So, you know, right now we were just holding the 1. And we went to the diminished move. And then we went back to the 1 chord. And then I took you to this move. That was another one. But God said, let it be like ba ba. And it was like ba ba. And I said, God said, let it be like ba ba. And I said, God, let it be light, right? So I'm gonna done. I'm just not right away. I'm just holding it. Whatever, right? Now that time I do that, right? Again, and this time I'm planning on walking it up. ba 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 ba. That time. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. And then I'm ready to walk it up. Ba 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 ba. Right. So 2, 2.5, 3, 4. So I'm just carrying my own bass line now. So 5, 6, 5, 1, 5, 6, 5, 1, and God said, "Let it be light." Diminished move on the 1, and it was light. And God said, "Ba ba ba." That's what I'm ready to do. That's probably the next part phase of word, and I'm ready to go to the next move. You know, the next part. You know, ba 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 ba. Now I can come underneath now because I already know what the voice and the chords I'm playing. So 1, and God said ba ba. And if I'm ready to move, I can just go ahead and do the move, right? To whatever the next phase that the preacher might preach about in, you know, in the scripture, you know. So yeah. So yeah, hold that 1, you know. Holding that 1. I'm doing inversions. That's all I'm doing. All holding inversions. Play the same chords and holding it down. And now I'm ready to go ba da da. Or if I want to go high. Y'all heard that shout music. 5, 6, 5, 6. You know, and playing around. Once you get familiar with the chord, and once you get familiar with the chord, well, hold up. What was I playing a minute ago? Ah! I forgot what I was doing. Give it that. You know, I don't know. I don't know what I know. I don't know what I would do while the Lord. Ba 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 ba. I don't know. Ba da da. Or you might have a different way. Everybody might find a different route to play around with it. But anyway. You probably heard that. So, all it is the major move, y'all. Major 9. All right. And know you playing a minor chord in your left hand, and because you're carrying the bass line and your tritone. Right, so yeah, that's what's up. So what do the pros do? They pretty much sit here and practice stuff, listen to some ideas. You know, I'm gonna come back to that other deal that I was doing earlier. I'm gonna come back to this and learn this move and play around with, try to turn on muscle memory, you know, because I don't have my whole memory on this. Y'all probably saying, well, you just played it just now, Doc. Okay, some of it. C minor 9, like, oh no, C minor 9, 11, outside of the fingering. C minor 9, 11. Okay, D minor 9, 11. C minor 9, 11 from this approach. D minor 9 from this approach. And E minor 9 from this approach. Have to remember D. This is kind of fun to learn. from a different oh, I forgot that chord. I'm not gonna never forget this one. I don't think that's gonna be my spirit for sure. So E flat diminished major 7. Now let's get in my hands to play it now. And if y'all probably let me see something. I was just a finger away from the note. Remember, E flat major 7 flat 5. It's similar to me. All I had to do was hit F sharp and I would play that voice. Oh, it's like It sounds very familiar, similar. E flat diminished, major 7, and all I do is drop here and it sounds same almost. Similar. E flat major 7 flat 5. Raise it up. Almost similar. But that's gonna change the whole mood right there. Alright, E flat major 7 flat 5. E flat diminished major 7. And you know, I can go somewhere with it. Yep, E minus 11 flat 5. E major 9, F major 9. And now I have an F minor 13, 9, 11. E flat diminished 7. A flat major 9. Minus 7 flat 5. Transpose. Or, you know, the minus 7 flat 5, minus 7 flat 5, minus 7 flat 5, minus 7 flat 5. Alright, major 9, sharp 11. So, you know, I can create a chord progression just from me doing it. Back to the minor 9, 11. Or the other minor 9, 11. And reverse. Or. And then. What's the next chord after this? Oh, back to the major 9 chord. I just knew. Yes, ma'am. Hold on. Hold on.